right, welcome back to another video, guys. Happy 4th of July for those of us who do celebrate it. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Magellan Outdoors Pro, right there. This is actually a request from someone in my comments from a previous video. Well, this is your review on the boat, man. So let's actually start up here in the front. So in the front, you do have this grab handle right here. It's actually pretty sturdy. I think it's better because those boats that don't have it like built into the boat, they easily just rip off. Like if it's really heavy, like whatever you loaded on here and you're trying to like drag down to the water or whatever the case. So I think it's really good at those. And those are actually all around the boat, as you can see. One up front, one right here on the side, two in the back, and one on the other side over there. So also you have this big storage, like a hole or whatever the case. It does have bungees right here, 4 of them. So you can tie things down up here if you absolutely need to. But inside of here, you have plenty of storage. It's pretty deep actually. In here though, I keep my like tools or whatever I use to put this thing together. You will have to use 2 scupper plugs in here so if water doesn't get in from the bottom or whatever. But other than that, oh, also, this isn't a dry storage. As you can see, there's no seal or anything around here. So don't get any ideas trying to put like a laptop or anything crazy in there. It will get wet. So after that, you do have 2 rail mounts right here. I would say this will be more so for like a fish finder, something like that. That's really it. That's really the only thing I can see fitting up there. And right here is where your pedal drive goes from here to here, obviously. More scupper plugs right here. You do have this nice texture. It's like like what you would find like on a motorized boat. It's a nice texture there. Then you can pop out this. It's like just a hole down there, straight to the ground. But this is if you want to decide to use like an oar or something like that instead of your pedal drive. You just plug that in there, and that's it. But where's my pedal drive? So this here is actually the pedal drive for this boat. As you can see, it has a little fin down here, so it can easily slice through the water. That is the propeller. You do have like a splash guard, I guess you can say. So when it's submerged down into the water doesn't splash up into your boat. You have a little handle here. You also have another one on top. I can say one thing I don't like about it is the fact that when you're pedaling, it's gonna be hard to do this with one hand, but when you're pedaling, it's kind of clunky. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. You do have forward and backward on here, and I would just place it in here to show you guys better, but I don't have my stands, as you can see. Like I said, I'm a truck driver, man, so those are just spare tires that it's sitting on. But how you would do it, like I said, you just drop it down in here. Make sure your propeller is vertical, up and down, and you just drop it straight down in there. And then from that, you use these little, I guess like little knobs or whatever to lock it in place. You just pull them up and twist them which way you need, and it locks it down in place. But when you're using it, like when you're not using it and you're storing the boat away, you just line up your pedal drive with the little grooves that's in the boat. Grab this bungee, bring it across. Boom, there you go, it's locked in. All right, moving on. So this does not come with it. I actually bought this off of Amazon. I can't remember the price, I think it was like $20. This as well, I actually bought, not off of Amazon, but I wanted a bigger cup holder because the one that's up front right here, you do have other cup holders, but they're behind you. Like the placement of some of these things are quite questionable, but anyway, you can always add like a bigger cup holder, and this thing actually fits like a big blue canteen inside of it, so it's pretty useful. So these little strings right here with the little balls on the end. Pause. You pull the black one. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'm about to pull it, and it lets down your rudder. Boom, just like that, into the water. And when you're ready to pull your boat back onto dry land, you pull this red one right here, and then it brings your rudder. Boom, right back up. Here are your steering controls right here. Left and right like that. You can actually adjust the position of your rudder with this. You loosen it and you can easily just slide this thing back and forth. What I don't like is the fact that the seat actually shares the same rail mount as your steering, as your cup holder, as your like GoPro mount, whatever you have. I don't like that about it. But another thing I found is the seat actually sits kind of low. So what I chose to do was grab some 2x4s like these right here. And what you do is you get them cut at like Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever you go. And you place them right within this little groove. This is about a little bit less than a foot long. So you place one here, place one there. Like lift your seat up, place them both under there, sit your seat on top of it. So instead of sitting like kind of down at a slope, you'll be sitting more up like this on top of the water. All right, what's next? You do have some storage underneath here. It's not like official storage or anything, but it's enough space to put like a tackle box or anything like that. You do have another oar mount right here. Unfortunately, mine's broke. I actually bought it like this broke. Anyway, like I was saying, the reason being is because I'd seen that it was broke when I first bought it, this side at least. They did give me a discount, however. I think it was like 20-30% off. So, and I think it was also their last one. So I knew I just really wanted a kayak so I can get out there on the water and actually fish like I really wanted to. So I just bought it. And I know that you can always replace those anyway for ones that like sit up here on top of your boat or whatever the case to hold your oar. Okay, next we have your fishing rod holders. You have two. But however, I would say when you do get a chance, buy one of these. Please buy one of these. And because for the most part, you don't really want to place them here. Reason being is because just say if you want to troll or whatever the case while you're pedaling down the lake or whatever, it's going to be behind you for the most part. So if a fish does snag the hook or whatever the case, you wouldn't know because you can't see it. You're facing forward. So I would definitely invest in some of these. I haven't installed mine yet, but when I do, I will place it here. I think one is enough for me for the most part. But anyway, however, you do have this storage right back here. It's hiding here. You do have this one right here, this little storage. I don't really know what it's useful for, to be honest. Yeah, I have no clue. So you will have to put more scupper plugs back here as well. I think it comes with like 10 or 12 of them. You do have this little net as well. So whatever you place back here, if you want to tie it down with your little bungees or whatever, you can definitely do so. Oh, hold on, let's try that again. Remember, I'm doing this with one hand. There we go. But let me give you guys an example. So this is one of my collapsible rods I was telling you about. It's called a Quick Draw from Bass Pro Shop. And it's also a spinning reel. Have some thread on there right now. And yeah. So yeah, with the minnow, this is what I was using last time I was fishing. So yeah, when you want to place anything in here, you literally just slide it in just like that. Boom. And it's stuck, it's on there. It doesn't seem really that sturdy, at least not with a spinning reel, but with the like a bait caster or something like that, it's pretty sturdy. It'll hold it. What else? So this rudder, you do have a lot of people that complain about this rudder, I'm not gonna lie, because it's kind of like skinny, as you can see. It's pretty skinny. I don't have really many complaints about it. I mean, I don't know how sharp of a turn guys want to make on the water, but I think this boat does just fine. Considering the fact if you ever did have to like go in reverse this thing has reverse. Immediate stop, immediate reverse. So you pedal forward, pedal backwards, it all worked the same. So outside of that, it also has like a little security thing right here, like a little bungee for your rudder, snapping in place. So that way when you're in transit, this thing isn't like moving all over the place, it locks it in. It does have a trolley motor mount back here. It takes about 4 screws, 2, 3, 4. It takes about 4 screws. Yeah, that's it. So I do not plan on motorizing this, at least not as of right now. But when you do, it should have a badge number like right there on the side. And it comes with paperwork actually in the hole up there in the front. So that way, when you're ready to go ahead and register your boat, if you decide to mount a motor on the back or wherever, you can do so and just register it. At least in the state that I'm in, you will have to register. So last but not least, like I said before, you do have another one on this side for your oar. I don't think this boat is necessarily long enough to get the oar or paddle that has 2 of the actual paddles on both ends. So one up here, one in the back. So that's why I got this one. It's only like a little short one. It gets the job done. So yeah, and also I almost forgot. Last but not least, your dry storage. You unscrew it. I have placed things back here before, like my car keys, my phone. Haven't done it again, honestly. I will try to insert some clips in here so you guys can actually see it with me on, see me with this boat actually on the water as well, because I have taken it out, like I said, twice. But yeah, this boat is actually quite fast. It gets across the lake pretty quickly. Yeah, your dry storage bag, it's actually a bag. It comes out just like such. Sorry guys, got to get the kiddos together. Anyway, so like I was saying, yeah, you can take your dry storage bag out and push it back in. Literally, that's all it takes. Screw it back on there. I think I'm missing something. What else could it be? Oh, this boat is also transducer ready, it says. Right up under here. You guys probably can't see it, but yeah, so whenever you do get a fish finder, I guess you run your wires. You have to take the dry storage bag out of here and you run your wires through the inside of the boat or whatever the case, and the transducer sits like right under the middle part of the boat right here. So that way, you know, you can figure out your depth and everything, temperature of the water, all of that other stuff, and see fish actually on your fish finder. Other than that, that is the end of the video. If you guys actually want to see me take this boat out on a full like review or whatever the case, or just see a video with this boat on the water and how it actually operates, just go back and look at my last video. All right, happy 4th of July, guys. Have a good day.